I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to hear me, because this is my Icon Airflight, for one, and they're loud. It's one of my least favorite helmets that I own. And also I put a new exhaust on my bike, and as you can see, it is ridiculously loud. So basically nobody's out today, none of my riding buddies. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little motovlog and see how my audio works. And if my audio works, you guys will see this. If my audio is shit, you guys probably won't. This is the first video on the new bike, I think, other than the exhaust install. Let's see. God, I really don't like this helmet. It's just like, I don't know, maybe it's a size thing, maybe it's just a little too big for me, but it's loud as hell, and it's just heavy. It like slides up and down my head, which is like, that's, I think, a size thing. But even with the GoPro on the front of it, like it shouldn't be, I don't know, uncomfy. Normally I'd have my Atlas 4.0 or my K6, but this is the only helmet I have set up for motovlogging. So basically the idea of this video, I've been wanting to do it for a little bit now. There is a road up here. It's probably like 2 miles from my house, and it's just like a straight shot, no like traffic or anything, and it looks like a pretty clean road. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and ride it kind of slow like I'm doing, make sure the road's in good shape, come back, and then I might do a little pull to see what this bike can like do, kind of top in. I've had this bike probably like 160 at most, and obviously it can do a lot more than that, but I also have to like be on the lookout, like when I go down that road. Part of the reason is to check for like the road, make sure it's like all clear, there's no like potholes or anything, because that's the last thing I want. And then also I want to check for cops and stuff. These bikes are supposed to be pretty smooth at high speeds, and this one has been for me for the most part. The only problem I've had with this bike is on the road that I'm on right now, actually behind me a little bit though, there's a dip in the road, and I was doing a little pull, and when I hit that dip, like the whole bike came off the ground, but when I came down, my front wheel kind of hit weird, so it put me into a speed wobble. So that was kind of freaky. And then also I was going through like a different city, and I was coming up to like a corner, not like a corner, it was like a slight curve like that, you know what I mean? Like it was just kind of like a, but as I was going up to it, I was kind of getting on it, and I hit like, I don't know, probably like 90, and I don't know if there were some bumps in the road or what, but it put me into another like speed wobble, to where like if there wasn't these indentions, you know, it would have been like a tank sliper. So I don't really like that. That's the only issue I've had with this bike so far. This is the first time I've had my exhaust done with the tuner not on it, so I no longer have like my power valve blocked off, so it'll throw some flames and everything, but I don't know if we'll see any of that today. But yeah, man, other than that little issue I was just talking to you guys about, this bike is really, really cool. It's really smooth. I think I only probably did like 1 or 2 videos, if that, on my CBR that I had last year, because I only had it for like 11 months, and nothing against that bike. I love that bike. That was, you know, the CBR 1000 is probably still my favorite motorcycle. The only issue is when I came off of my Katana 600, I went to a Hayabusa, and when I went to the Hayabusa, I got used to that power of the big bike, and then I went down to a CBR 1000, and obviously that's not as big of a motor, you know, so I kind of, where's my gas mileage on? I kind of wanted to get another big bike, so that is why I am on a ZX14 now. And another reason, you know, the CBR was fast and it was comfy, and it wasn't comfy, it was fast, and it was like, you know, it was good in the turns. It was a really light bike and a lot of power, so it was really just like overall a really great bike. But occasionally, this is the road right here, by the way, so I'm gonna check it out while I'm talking to you guys. Occasionally, my girlfriend will be on the back of my bike, and the CBR, this is the road, this is so cool. The CBR is kind of uncomfortable for the passenger. It's uncomfortable for the driver too, but for the passenger it's more so because there's just no seat. Like the seat that is there, it kind of comes up into like a hump kind of thing, and it's just a really, really uncomfy like seat. So she didn't really like riding with me, and I'd like to have a bike with her on the back. You know, occasionally. It's not like she rides with me every time, but when she does, I don't want her to be uncomfortable. And then this bike has like a single seat. It's just a big, long, fucking wide seat that just works. Okay, there's a car, but I mean, he'll be off of it by the time I come back. Ooh, that was a hole. Okay, so far I've seen that one little hole that I just passed. It was kind of over here. So I mean, I could stay in the left lane and I would be good. I tested it. This road is a little over a mile long, so I should have plenty of time. I'm gonna actually look at the other lane going back too, but I want to be going this way when I actually do the pull, I think, because it's like a straight shot, and at the other side there's like a little, just a hair of a curve, and I don't really want to deal with that. So okay, there's a little hole there, but I don't know if that was big enough to escalate anything. Then, I mean, I don't know if I'll even be riding this far. Hopefully I'll be let off by now, you know. It's not like I'm trying to top the bike out. I just want to get it to a decent speed. I'm gonna get down to this stop sign and go ahead and turn around, and I'm gonna check the left lane also while I'm down here, because again, I'm gonna be the road that I just drove on is the one I'm gonna be going fast on when I come back. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn around, and then when I turn around again, I'll do the pull, depending on cars and stuff, obviously. Here's that little curve I was telling you guys about, though, I just didn't want to deal with. Damn, that sucks. Both sides of this road are good. I just don't want to fly past a fucking truck doing 180 or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for him, I think. But yeah, there's the plan. That little curve I just showed you guys, I'm gonna get past that, and then I'll do the little pull. Okay, well, I don't see him. He must have turned off. So I guess we can go ahead and do it. Get a steering stabilizer for this bike for sure. That and I gotta set you guys up on a different helmet. This helmet sucks for that. It didn't do like a speed wobble like I thought it was going to, but it you know, there was a little vibration. I don't even know if the camera picked it up. I hit 170 there. That's the fastest I've ever had this bike. That is pretty quick though. I don't even know what gear I was in. I think 4th. And I don't even think I redlined it. Maybe 5th. 170, there's no way I was only in 4th. All right, let me see. And it was still pulling hard, guys. There's that, I mean, it had a lot more left in it. I definitely just let off because it was getting a little spooky. I kind of went a little faster than I wanted to before I got off that curve, so I had to kind of correct it. I wasn't just going in a straight line. It wasn't, you know, serious, but I think that is what that little wobble was, because I had to put a little bit more pressure on my left handlebar. But when I let my head up, man, this icon's just not built for speed, because, you know, I put my head up in the wind at 170 to kind of slow the bike down with my body, and it was almost vibrating. It was shaking so bad. I'll have to set you guys up on maybe my K6 or maybe my rear rock, I don't know yet. I think I might go back to another K6. I like my rear rock, it's just really heavy. Obviously you guys saw that was 170 and that was easy. And that was on a private road, on a closed course track. It was Mexico. There was no speed limit there. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do for this bike, really. I just wanted to see how it handled it, high speeds. I'm gonna say at 170 it was decently smooth. I definitely want to get a steering stabilizer. I'm heading back home now. Definitely want to get a steering stabilizer, because even though it wasn't bad, is one of those things where it felt like it could have been better, you know? It felt like it could have been just stiffer. I had a little bit of a shake in there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I didn't like it, especially when I was doing, like, I don't know, probably 150 at the time. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and this is a short little video. Again, that's all I wanted to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, I think, because I don't want you guys seeing where I live. And also, I don't know if my volume is even good, so we'll see if my audio even works with this Voodoo exhaust. It's ridiculously loud. But yeah, till the next video, I will see you guys later. Deuces.